All right. Hello again, everybody, or whoever watches these. Again, um, we're not wearing the blue shirt this time. I'm actually wearing the second most worn shirt I have in my closet. Actually, I'm always wearing this shirt. Found on Depop, and I was like on a little Depop break for a bit, and I was like, you know what, this shirt, I need a cool shirt. So I was like, I'm gonna buy this shirt. It has a cool like school design in the back. Anyway, um, I just thought that was funny because in the two out of this will be the fourth video. Two out of the four videos, I'm wearing the same shirt, and we'll probably see more of that shirt later on. But who knows? Anyway, um, hello again. I'm Frankie. Welcome back to another Frankie Talk. I actually had an idea for this one. I thought about it. I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it because I was like, why not? Um, and I guess that is that. You deserve what you want to work for. And what I mean by that is that um, the things that you work for, the things that you want to achieve in your life, you deserve that. Whether it takes you a year, a couple months, maybe like just a few hours, like you deserve the hard work that you're putting into something. You deserve all that. And it's a very random topic, but I'm bringing it up because I just think back to times where I thought I didn't deserve um, to achieve what I wanted to, just because of my laziness, and also just because I feel like I didn't understand things quite as fast as others. I always felt a little bit behind, like with academically in some aspects. I definitely it wasn't really that. It was more like just there was certain things that I wasn't as good as other people, and that was okay. You know, that's still okay. Like for example, I'm not a big math guy. I'm gonna be honest. I've always been eh, pretty alright at math. Not the greatest though. But now, and you know, it wasn't because like I didn't understand it, or it wasn't because like I was dumb or stupid or anything. No, it's because I just wasn't putting in that work. And then when I did put in that work, guess what? I was able to understand the math, and I was like, wait, shit, this is so easy. But as I'm doing that work, I'm still struggling, and then I just think to myself, like, do I really deserve to like, even if I do understand this, like what's the point? I struggled so much, and all these other people are so ahead of me. Like, no, that's not good. What you strive for is what you should always keep as your motivation. No matter how slow the progress is, it's still progress. Like it took me like I've been recently getting back a lot into the gym. I just want to lose a little bit of weight and gain some more muscle, and I I wish I could just immediately lose all the weight that I want to lose, but no, it's a waiting game, right? I have to be consistent and do be consistent, not only going to the gym but also just with my calorie deficit. And I really just wish sometimes I was just like, damn, like I just want to have the body I want, but no, it's a waiting game. It took me like 2 months or maybe two and a half just to lose 6 pounds. Like 6 pounds, I can gain that back in maybe like a week, which is crazy. You know, it sucks, but also it's always a waiting game, and also you 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 don't have to you shouldn't be comparing your own progress with others, because some others might be just in a different stage of life. And honestly, I have been guilty about comparing myself, not only like my own life, like, or sorry, that didn't make sense, but not only comparing like myself to other people like in the same stage of life as me, but also just comparing my achievements to others. And sometimes I've used that to make myself feel better, like, which is really ironic. It's really dumb, and I hate that. I've been working on that because I don't like doing that. That makes me feel like just like a really selfish person. So, and I feel like I'm only thinking that or using that as the way to make myself feel better, to make myself think, okay, yeah, I'm in the right place, or there's people that have it worse. I don't like thinking like that because, again, I don't like comparing myself to anyone or to others, as whether it be good or bad comparison. And that's what's also killed me in the past before. And I'm just so tired of it. I'm so sick of it. Like, as of recently, it's just been so frustrating comparing myself to others and everybody else's like achievements at my age. It really is just like, it really does set you back a little. It really does, because it makes you think, I'm not where I should be, or I'm not the person that I want to be. I'm not as smart as others. I don't have as much money. I'm not as cool as others. I don't have as much swag as others. Like, no, no, you shouldn't. And that makes you feel like you don't deserve what you want to work for. And that just simply isn't true. I've felt that so much throughout high school. I remember there would just be nights and just like days at school that I just think like, what am I gonna do after high school, or what am I even gonna do in college, or what am I even good at, you know? And I just kept comparing myself to all these other people, like just casually talking to them, like normal conversation, just having fun, and then like all of a sudden Q comes by, like their other friend, and they just start talking about like some like outside of school stuff, or just maybe like what they have planned for their future, and then I just think like, wow, I just thought to myself, like, what am I doing, like, why am I not planning for a future, blah blah blah. And as a high schooler, you have a lot, there's a lot that you think about, a lot go through your head, there's a lot of mental growth, a lot of challenges, right? And and because you're growing up and you realize that, well, shit, oh, sorry guys, um you realize that you're not going to stay this young forever. Eventually responsibility is going to come, and you're going to have to lock in. And that's scary, that is really scary, because sometimes, like, I don't know, you don't know how to lock in, you don't know how to do certain things, how to deal with them, you know and sometimes that really sets you back. And again, it makes you think, I don't deserve what I want to achieve. And I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people, and me personally, I've thought that, and I just given up on so many things and so many opportunities because I've had that mindset. And that really just crushes you, because then you realize, maybe I should have taken it. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have worried too much about what others were going to do with their lives. Maybe I should just focus on my own life. And it's just the worst, especially when it's like the people closest to you, when you see them doing all this cool stuff and everything, and then they're still talking to you, still being your friend, and then you kind of just start thinking, it's like, why are you still my friend? Why are you still friends with me? Like, you have so much opportunity, you have so much potential, and you're actually using that. You're taking advantage of that, and yet you still want to be my friend. You still want to be friends with like a bum, and that's not true, because obviously they don't see you as that, and but you make yourself think that that's how they see you. And again, it makes you think you don't deserve what you want to achieve. So, what do you do about that, though, right? Because, I mean, I still struggle with it, right? Like, it's something that, like, it doesn't go away for a while, but it's definitely gotten better. And as this year has gone on, we're gonna be in June this Sunday. Um, Today is the 29th or 30th, actually, because I'm recording this at like 12. So I don't know when this will be uploaded, but we're almost in June and halfway through the year, and which is crazy, because I remember fucking, oh, sorry guys. I still remember things that happened from February and January, especially February, because I went to a Tyler Creator concert. That was life changing. More on that different time. Anyway, I've realized there's been so much realization this year for me. It's been these last almost 6 months have been such a really progressive and uh, growing journey for me. The most growth I think I've ever seen in my life, and I'm really happy about it because I think in these last couple of months I've been able to finally find myself and really be more accepting about what I want and who I am and how I want to express myself. I think I was talking about that in one of these videos, but one of the important things I think I was talking about when I was talking about my friends and finding people who care about me was just like accepting, like, firstly accepting the type of person I am, right? I'm so I love people, I love talking to people, but I'm also very shy, very introverted. And that like really set me back for such a long time because I thought I had to be there's to that. Right. Like sometimes people who are extroverted or, are louder, they get more attention, but do I want that attention? Not necessarily. Um but I strived for that for so long because I wanted like people to like me. But like the people that I wanted to like weren't the best people you could say. So and again, I was comparing myself to others and I wanted what others had. I wanted to be more extrovert. I want to be louder. I want to be more expressive, you could say. And and when I wasn't, I just felt like I could never be that or I could never have friends, which is not true. No. I'm getting a little off topic, but oof, a little burp. The way I've helped myself was one, obviously, just thinking about everybody else because everybody's always comparing themselves to everybody else, whether it be consciously or unconsciously. Our brains are always thinking and comparing ourselves to others. Like it could be from really big things like, oh my gosh, this person's so much cooler than me. This person is just has the same haircut, but they make it work better, or they have the same style of clothing, but it looks better on them than it does on me. But it could also be small things like, oh, they're also like, you can kind of like switch that around too, into a negative tone or to a positive like tone. You can be like, oh, that person is also wearing something the same style as me. That person also has the same haircut as me. Blah blah blah. And there's good and bad comparison. And like it's always happening in our brains, whether we like it or not. It really is. And it can definitely happen less, but sometimes maybe you're not aware. There's been times where I haven't been aware of it until a couple months later, a couple like I don't know whatever. Like I realized it, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's why I felt that way. That's why I didn't feel good. It was because of this reason. And really, that's what got me. That's what helped me the most. Just thinking about everybody else and like everybody thinks someone that like. I always say there's people that probably don't think that much about other people or don't compare themselves because they're very confident in themselves, right? And that's great. That's good for them. But then also I think another thing that really has helped me is just not caring about what others think. Um, and this goes back to also me being able to express myself and being more accepting of who I am and how I look, how I dress, everything. And honestly, it's really great. Honestly, I've had a good moment a couple days ago just thinking. It was very I wouldn't say it was very euphoric, but it was a very happy moment for me when I realized that I never felt more so free in my life, like emotionally and like mentally free. There's things going on in my brain, yes, but those are separate to what I have going on with my appearance. I'm still pretty self conscious, but I also fight it. And I like fighting it now because I was scared to fight it before because I was scared about other people would think, stuff like that. But ever since I fought it or began to fight it and just kind of got that mentality. It's like, I don't care what other people think. I'm just going to do what I like, wear what I want, whatever. It really has helped me. And you know what? It has benefited, it really has gone me, like, it really has, like, helped me a lot. Like, all those thoughts thinking, me thinking people are hating or they, like, they think it's like, oh, this dude, like, definitely doesn't, um, know what he's doing and what they're doing. This is definitely not their style. I just kind of went on the window, and guess what? People have complimented my outfits, and people have complimented my look and everything. I think one thing that's, I went to the show, and it's at this one venue, and it's always at I go to shows in this specific venue very often. There's always the same guy at the door, like selling you the tickets and stuff. And the last time I went, he remembered me, and that was really cool. And I was like, "Oh shit, you remember me, dude?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude. Like, of course. Why wouldn't I remember the dude with snake bites?" I'm like, "That's pretty. I guess you're pretty right, right? I guess that's true. I haven't seen a lot of people with snake bites around here. Not saying I'm not the only one. Could be the coolest one though. I'm just kidding, you guys. Um, but it's just I got these. I never expected to have this. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I remember when I first got my first piercing, I first got one first and then I got the other one. And when I got the first one, I was like, yeah, I probably won't get another one. But then that was one day I was just like, you know, screw it. That's how, same thing goes with my tattoos and again, the piercing. Cause it's just like, I just went for it because I didn't care. I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna do it because I want to do it and I like it. And I'm mentioning this is bringing up, it feels like I'm going very off topic, but I'm bringing this up because this also helped me in this journey just, of knowing that I deserve what I want to achieve, my goals. I know I deserve my goals and I know I'm going to get there. I tell myself that every single day because right now it has been a hard couple months as well. Definitely there's been a lot of growth has definitely been happening, but also there's been a lot of challenges also come. There's always challenges coming towards you, no matter what. But there's also whenever there's a challenge, there's also room for growth. And I love a challenge, and I love and I love just like spreading my wings. I guess you could say, not spreading my wings. I love being able to heal, and I love being able to grow as a person and discover myself more. And being able to having that feeling that freedom, or finally feeling that I'm free from those chains of feeling I would be judged by others, or feeling like I would not look good or this or that. Just this, it's been amazing because I'm here now and I'm gonna be here later on and look even cooler and stuff like that. And that's what also gets me going. Just the journey ahead. I think a lot about my future and just the things I want to achieve. And it's scary just thinking what if I mess up? What if I do this? But let's even, I use that fear, I use that fear too to also excite me. I like to tell other people, use that fear to let that fear also help you because I like discovering new things, and people don't like not knowing things. And I tell them, well, there's also a really exciting part of not knowing things because you might not know what will come or what will happen, but that's exciting though because your answer is just unexpected. Could be anything, and I don't know. For me, that just excites me, and that gets me motivated to keep going, to work for what I want, what I want to have in my future and my career. You always try for room for growth. You always want to. Hmm. Long pause because I was thinking about what I was gonna say. I think this video is gonna be one of the longer ones, or I think my longest one yet. So, gosh, I need to find a better way to record these too. Currently, I'm just recording off my phone, and the first two videos were uploaded from my phone, but then the last one was it's really hard to get on. I literally had to up, upload the video to my Google Drive and then download from my computer and then upload from my computer, and that takes a while. So I got to figure out a better way to do these. So whoever can help me out, please help me out, and hopefully I'll get a little mic soon or something like that. But I'm always fighting that thing in my head telling me that I don't deserve it. But I do. I do deserve it because I'm here and I'm willing to put in the work and I'm willing to overlook a lot of things. No, that sounds bad. Sound like a little villain there. But I'm willing to put in the work and that's enough to and that's why I deserve it. And I deserve it too because this is my dream, you know? And I know there's nothing stopping me. There really isn't. There's nothing that's going to stop me. The only person that could ever stop me is myself. But I'm also my biggest motivator. I'm also my biggest hater, but also my biggest lover. I love and hate myself. It's always clashing. But I know I will be able to do it, and all of you can as well. Whatever you're going through, you deserve what you want, and you deserve to achieve those goals that you have and those dreams that you have. Because if you're willing to work for it, whatever you want to do in your future makes you happy, you deserve it. Don't let others don't let others tell you otherwise. Don't let others bring you down. And take your time. Don't rush things. Because patience is always key. Patience kills you, but it also helps you so much. And it helps you build discipline for the future. I think my tone kind of changed there. It was kind of odd, but all of you deserve your dreams. And I wish the best of luck for all of you. And I also believe in all of you, no matter who you are. You could be some random person from, I don't know, Kansas, New Mexico, Minnesota. You could be in freaking Mexico. You can be in freaking Panama. You might not be able to understand me, but, well, tal vez sí, porque sí hablo español. But all of you deserve it, and I deserve it too. Striving, always strive. Strive for more. Strive to be better. Strive to become stronger. Always. Um, so yeah, another Frankie Talk. This one has definitely been the longest. Um, Longest. A little different too, because, three different things actually. Longest, I have a different shirt on, and my hair's white right now because I got a shower like maybe 30 minutes ago. My hair takes a while to dry. I think that will do it. So again, thank you all for watching. Whoever watched this all the way through, appreciate you. Or you can watch it halfway through, 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in. You can save it for later and not watch it for like I don't know, like months, days, years, and just have it in your like watch later list. And then remember, oh, you know what? I had this one video I was gonna watch. Doesn't matter. Appreciate anybody who watches, stays all the time, whatever. I love all of you. So, bye bye.